Welcome to my Skyrim stream. And yeah, this really is just... Well, I really don't know why exactly I'm streaming. I kind of just felt like it. I just kind of felt like, I want to try this again. I mean, it's not because I suddenly build an audience or something, because, well, I haven't. So, well, here we are with Barbets, and please tell me Arendelle is around. Yeah, I've been just... Well, it's mainly... This started as a playthrough just for me to play some Skyrim and also play some Fallout for my Skyrim vs. Fallout series, in which I just compared the two. But, as it turned out, well, I still really like Skyrim. And yes, this is just full vanilla Skyrim. Well, no, not exactly. It's no longer full vanilla Skyrim because I ran into a couple bugs, and one bug mainly that was a big problem. So this does have the unofficial patch and has a mod that stops the achievements from being disabled, because that is just really bloody dumb. And otherwise I'll keep using... I won't use any real mods for this let's play, or... No, not let's play, for this playthrough. At least for a long time, until I'm basically done with everything for my Skyrim vs. Fallout series. I'm very sure I've already been here. Alright, I don't. Apparently not. What magical thing were you doing? Oh, this was not the work of a dragon. This was you being really bad at summoning a flame atronach. Well done, buddy. I really need to do something about you, don't I? So I don't want to exactly just send him away, but well, for Barbas I need to go to... Where is it? Yeah. Retrieve the rueful axe with Barbas, which is quite literally on the other side of the world. And in the meantime... God, what will we be doing? Well, I kind of need to drop by Everstead, or Everstead, or however you want to say it. Most people say it is Everstead, but I always think that Iverstead sounds better. And then, well, we have some things over here. I have a lot, well, kind of all around the map. This is the kind of place where I personally prefer the paper map. Because normally you can zoom out a bit more and it just gives you a bit better overview of everything. Really have not been here at all. Yeah. Date request. Don't know if this quest actually leads to something, or if it's just a trying to get you to incentivize to get to Markarth. Because if I'm correct, the main quest actually doesn't direct you there. Investigate ruins of Arkenthumd, which is for the Ethereal Warbook quest. Radial Sword. Probably not interesting for me because, well, I'll show you probably soon. I'm a shield and axe user. Kill a bandit leader, always fun. Blood's hunting party. Oh, this is one I do want to do. The Guardian creatures. And the other one was over here, the Guardian Skiva. So if I have to If I'm going to plan some form of route. Oh, and return to Yella. So what I think I'll do is I'll drop by Everstead, then pass through the mountains over here. Go to the hunting party, kill a bandit leader, defeat a guardian mudcrab, get one book, and then travel back to Whiterun. And then probably go up around here because there are just a ton of quests over here. Oh, the Blade Shard, I did have that, didn't I? Yeah, a ton of stuff to do all around, really. I've been in this map way too long already. This is kind of something that I do like to do at times, just kind of plan my trips. But yeah, then I'll travel to Whiterun and then go to my home. And then probably go up here towards Dawnstar and everything. We'll see. Let's hope Aranda joins us at some point. If I'm not mistaken, he is actually a... objectively speaking, he is a relatively bad follower. He's not all that strong with many abilities, many skills that are not really good for combat, but was a good friend of Dolph. And yeah, that's our character, Dolph. Big Nordic warrior guy. Oh yeah, there was also a cave around here, wasn't there? And, well, one thing that... this is actually my first time that I really managed to play as a just pure warrior kind of character. Because, well, for a long time I had a really hard time sticking with characters. And the characters I did stuck with were... no. I was using a potion so I could carry a bit more. Oh. If I'm not mistaken, that is my horse, or horse number 3 or 4.
What?
There we go. Maybe we'll drop by Riften first and maybe try to sell some stuff or disenchant some stuff. What do I actually have with me that's so heavy? The inventory is so bad. Really, once I'm done with my looking at the technicals for it, for both games, I'll be installing maybe some quality of life mods as well. Something that allows me to instantly move to fists in Fallout, because that's also really annoying. Ah, there you are, Aranda. I think it's Aranda, and otherwise I've really well made myself look rather daft, because I've been saying it wrong then for I don't know how long. Alright, let's get this thing on the map so I can place a little guess we are in combat now. Oh god, oh, hello. Do not kill my horse, please. I go through way too many already. Alright. That wasn't too bad. But we are going to come back here later. Because I don't like to need to walk everywhere very slowly. Because that's kind of annoying.
Mara protect us both.
May she.
Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
Yeah, it's very nice that you want to help, but you are very unable to. I might have to disenchant that. These are your weapons. Let's have a look. I'll take these off your hands. Do you need to give you all the known routes? And the death bell. Very close to having enough death bell, at least for her. So that would be nice. And the last thing was nightshade. Don't have any of that.
Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
And yeah, I'm just kind of taking all the stuff that I'm going to... well, I'm just going to take all this stuff, so... Well, I don't have to do it in town again. I mean, I'm already overloaded, so at this point it really doesn't matter if we have it distributed kind of evenly over the two of us. So, the torches are yours. I don't use torches, I have alteration. Because, yeah, I did say that this was a pure warrior, and...
I'm ready. Let's continue.
Well, it mostly is. He just has a very little bit of alteration magic he uses from time to time. Mostly just mage light. Let's give this map a little place marker. Off to marker. But, oh, what was I saying now? That great memory of me again. I've really forgotten. Christ. I really do not know.
Staying safe, I hope.
Yeah, let's hope so. Oh, I really can't remember. That's horrible. I was in the middle of a conversation. And, well, normally on a stream like this, I really wouldn't mind so much. Well, I would mind because I just lost my train of thought again, which is annoying. But
Why take a chance?
I wouldn't be as annoyed with it if it wasn't...
Gemstones over here.
Oh yeah, I did drain everybody here of money already. Oh. But one important thing I came here to do was...
What? Nah!
disenchant. And if the mage called wizard runs out of money, I can just start buying some very expensive soul gems. So, well then at least I have something I can do with it. But let's just start with...
Would you please stop declaring that the city is safe for the Jarl to roam? You and I both know that isn't true.
I would never knowingly place Layla in danger.
Yeah, I did know it. This was kind of fault that I didn't have this enchantment yet, and well, it's a very useful enchantment for a warrior.
That. Why do you
There we go.
always question my judgment? You don't trust me.
I trust you. I'm just concerned about her safety, that's all. Don't be angry with me.
I'm not angry with you. Tell you what, meet me in my chambers later and we can discuss the situation.
So I'm just kind of eavesdropping on people, and well, can I just say that well, the people of Skyrim just have so much more personality.
The experiment is interrupted by sending for me. I may need to throw out the components and start again.
How dare you take that kind of tone? You're in service to me, remember?
I'm sorry, my lady. The stresses of all this research, it's becoming more than I can bear.
You're forgiven. Now, I want to know
It's
if
wonderful
you've
to be
made any
able to sleep.
progress.
Dark, don't you think?
Is he cursed? Has he been possessed?
Sorry, my lady. I've been looking, but I'm convinced Sarah truly believes sweating. Saying it.
Very well. Keep at it. You may go.
Just the characters of Skyrim have so much more personality than the people of Fallout 4. I mean, they have personality.
Lady Blackbriar has sent word that she
That's
requires
already
your
a
seal
lot
in order
more.
to expand her shipments into Morrowind.
But of course, tell her she'll have it. Maven is one of the few people I can trust, and I'd be delighted to give her my blessing.
Yes, my lady.
Oh, financial sales. I need to
Good news on to her.
not use those. And yeah, stuff like this is always very interesting, isn't it?
Unmid, I wish to travel about the city. Prepare an escort, please.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but I strongly recommend against it.
Muriel seems to think that seeing me on the streets might bolster the city's morale.
My lady, there could be agents of the Empire looking for an opportunity.
and I
like
need
that
to
have
keep
you killed.
Hold
Are you
on
willing to take
to
that
one
risk?
soul fan as well.
No,
And yeah, this is always riveting, isn't it?
I'll stay here for now.
But well, you turned up to a Skyrim stream. Skyrim just has some stuff in it that is not immediately very riveting. God, that was one amazing thing. So, I had a playthrough with an alchemist character, in which I also used the mod that allowed you to take notes. And then really doing alchemy was riveting. Just every time you find another combination, it's just really something that all these games can do so well.
I know you.
Just-
Where was it? Huh. Oh, you were getting something for me.
correct. I would like to sell and buy some stuff.
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
You have me figured for a mage. I stomp around in heavy armor, wearing a big shield and a very heavy axe. I don't think your judgment is very good. Let's have a look. Can I sell enough to her that I can get that back? Yeah, I'll be able to do that. No. Well, maybe not. I will. Oh, speed increase. Always nice. Oh. Yeah, for the most part, this is going to be... Well, I got all the money back already. And yes, I'm a book holder. It's just kind of hard then, when you watch the Richard Let's Play, then it can become kind of hard not to become a book holder.
Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
Blackbriar has sent word that she
Reassuring
requires
words,
your
aren't
seal
they?
in order to expand her shipments into Morrowind.
But of course, tell her she'll have it. Maven is one of the few.
City's quiet enough now.
I mean, I know we had one conversation that was happening twice in that time, but compare that to the conversations you hear in Fallout 4. It really just doesn't compare.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over
It's
here.
wonderful to be able to sleep soundly, don't you think?
Yes, it's amazing.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
No, you can't share me, can you?
You've already learned all I can teach you.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Oh, you have money again. Don't think it was too long ago that I basically traded all your money away. Oh. Let's have a look. Alright, so I didn't know that enchantment. Rathkot. Oh, and I always think that this armor, I think that it looks really cool, but... Well, for one, it's light armor, for two, it's Stormcloak, and... Well, Dolph hasn't really taken a side yet on the whole war thing, but
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Forge knows the difference.
I think I might be trying to use just some leather to... I also really need to install a mod that fixes this.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments. Grow back that missing link with my genuine Falmer blood elixir.
So, is there anything I need to make? I'll make some stuff for house building, is always useful. I didn't really think to pay attention to if that lowered or increased my weight. Because I know that creating leather does increase it, but physics of that is always interesting. I'm making more. I'm turning leather into. I'm turning belts into leather. So it becomes a lot heavier.
Grow back that missing link with my genuine.
That's all. Yeah. This is kind of the part of smithing that I don't really like because, well, trying to increase to get to a higher level at this point is always really difficult. It just takes forever and takes a lot of resources. I'll personally be going for the
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
awesome. Have 19 leather braces.
Remember, not
How much can I increase that mask?
Selling fine jewelry here.
Oh, I don't, just on the ingot.
Genuine Falmer blood elixir for
53
sale.
compared to my
Thousands of years. See into other people's
54
lives.
half helmet. Of course, it doesn't have the armor. It doesn't have the.
what brings you to Balamut today? Repair? Purchase?
It doesn't have the great armor, but it doesn't have the great enchantment. But it also. But well, what my Nordic helmet has, what this one doesn't, is looks. Not only doesn't it not really work with, well,
Make love
the
like
heavy
a
armor,
saber
but
cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
Ring Elf is always annoying. But yeah, I don't really like the color.
Worst Skyrim
Don't-
has to offer.
Is there actually a steel mask? No. So. Yeah, Dolph can kind of wear this. Don't really like the
Buying and
style skirt part.
Learn a
I personally like it when there are some form of pants actually, but
library's
Oh well.
worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine
um,
Falmer
can
blood
I?
elixir.
Yeah, I can improve these. Yeah, well. But yeah, I'm just also kind of hoarding money so I can just buy a couple smithing levels at
Working at the Rift
Grey
and
Mane.
Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
That's great.
New around Riften? Take my advice.
Ours is to smile at your passing, friend. Everything
Same.
I've got on display, really.
Like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20
Christ, Marine is annoying, isn't he?
could be yours.
So, well, you can just have some of these. Because I really do not need these gemstones. I mean, sometimes I buy the gemstones, so
Safe travels, Landstrider.
You looking for something or what?
no, I'm not looking for something.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. Just what you see here.
I do not need training with well, kind of armor in general, but definitely not light armor. Did I have anything here to sell? No, I didn't. Do I have anything to sell at the moment still? I don't like selling ingredients, even though this is not my alchemist character. Dragon bone, it's too heavy. I mean, I want to make dragon bone armor and weapons soon, but and this growing bottle, yeah. Let's just dump that somewhere in my home because, well, nobody needs that. And a lot of stuff to just build stuff with, and for my home and for crafting. Soldier fragments, those can go. I thought there were more soldier fragments, guess not. Potions, I already have too many potions. And I never use potions. So you can have all of these. I mean, a really potion and poison heavy build can be a lot of fun, especially with Skyrim, with my alchemist character. That was so much fun. Just in that I also always had a poison that I called Dragon's Bane, and that was such an overpowered poison. Really, a couple arrows with that on it in a dragon, and they would fall. There would be no more dragon. And you can have some garnets as well. There you go.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Well, like we also need gold to basically become better. So
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? Just what you see here.
not really, unless you have a lot of gold from Morrowind, which you kind of do have. So okay. Is there anything else I can have to sell? And yes, I know that I'm carrying around a lot of skooma and quite a bit of redwater skooma. But, well, I'm mostly carrying that around because Dolph wouldn't put that back into the world. They would just kind of store it in his place and, well, never let it get out again. And yes, I roleplay like that. Which is also why I love Dolph so much. Because, well, Dolph really started out without a character. There was, well, there used to be literally nothing about Dolph. Dolph started out as a character of, well, if I want to do a series on Skyrim vs Fallout, that does mean that I need some footage from Skyrim and Fallout. That's the only reason I started playing Dolph. And he turned into, well, alright, he's not my favorite character. Don't think I really have a favorite character, but oh. I can't say that I really like one Let's Play character more than another.
Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
Alright, so the alchemist. No, we don't have anything we can sell to the alchemist, do we?
Mara protect us both. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
Good. Let's have a look. You can carry a lot of this stuff. God knows why I walk around with so many soul gems while I have no... if anybody sees this, can they tell me what the curious silver mold is for? I really have no idea. I've never figured it out. I found it a couple times, but I never figured out what you needed it for. And yeah, we really need to go past what's it called? Past my main base. Changes, yes. Conquer task as well. Inkwell. Did they do anything with inkwells? I don't know. But yeah, at the moment I have way too much stuff on me. I kind of feel like I also need to start enchanting some gear, because I just have so much of it. Also have no idea where we need this for, because I found it at some place, but I never had the... I didn't get a quest to deliver it somewhere. But it is a quest item, because I can't get rid of it. And of course those nice unusual gems.
I'm ready. Let's continue.
Alright, so... I have about 70 weight left. Let's start traveling around and hope we don't find too much good loot. Let us go. Are we going to that cave again? Well, I have it on the map, but I haven't been in there. So if I want to keep track of where I have and haven't been, then I'll have to. What win? It's telling me I need to go through Rift End for some quests. Yeah, won't be doing that. So that way towards a cave. Because I saw a cave and I want to know what's inside. Oh, that reminds me of Merlina. Because she always said it pretty much exactly that when you were near a cave. Just, ooh, a cave. I wonder what's inside. Well, she really was one of my favorite characters. Had a really good friendship with one of my... How dare you? Well, that one easy. Hello there.
Your eyes.
I always keep my eyes open. Sort of. Of course now I'm in Cutnall.
I've never admitted this before, but I've killed more than I care to admit. I'll just leave it at that.
I think we both have, buddy. Well, I don't know if Dolph killed more than he would care to admit. Would just take a while. Cutnall. I might just read that book right now, because, well, I do also kind of like doing that, and, well, Dolph is kind of becoming a kind of a priest of Mara at heart, and has taken a liking to restoration. Mysteries of Princess Talara Part 2 by Mara Leek? No idea. She felt nothing, darkness enveloping her body and mind. Pain surged through her leg, and with that sensation, a great feeling of cold washed over her. She opened her eyes and saw she was drowning. Oh, that's no good. Her left leg would not move at all, but using her right one and her arms, she pulled herself up towards the moons above. It was a long way through the swirling currents that reached back at her. At last she broke the surface and sucked in the cold night air. She was still close to the rocky shoreline of the capital city of the kingdom of Camlorn, but the water had carried her quite away from the point where she fell at Califsteer Rock. Not fell, she thought, correcting herself. She had been pushed. Further down current, she allowed herself to drift. There, the steep cliff walls sloped lower until they were close to the water's edge. The silhouette of a large house on the shore loomed ahead, and as she neared it, she could see smoke rising from the chimney and a flicker of firelight within. The The pain in her leg was great, but greater still was the chill of the water. She thought of a warm hearth fire. She thought a warm hearth fire was all the motivation she needed to begin swimming again. At the shore's edge, she tried to stand, but found she couldn't. Her tears mixed with the seawater as she began to crawl across the sand and rock. The simple white sheet, which had been her costume at the flower festivals, was tethered and felt like a weight of leather across her back. Beyond the point of exhaustion, she fell forward and began to sob. "Please," she cried. "If you can hear me, please help me." A moment later, the door to the house opened, and a woman stepped out. It was Ramke, the old lady she had met at the flower festival. The one who had started and cried. The one who had started and cried, "It's her," even before she herself knew who she was. By contrast, when the old woman came to her, this time there was no glimmer of recognition in her eyes. "Lesiete, are you hurt?" Ramke whispered, and helped her up, acting as her crutch. "I've seen that gown before. You are one of the dancers at the flower festival tonight. I was there with Lady Ilya Raze? No idea what that on the third letter in Raze is. The one that looks like a 3. The daughter of the king." "I know, she introduced us," she groaned. I called myself Gina of Daggerfall. Why is that a question? "Of course, I knew you'd look similar somehow." The old woman chuckled and let her hop across the beach and into the front door. "My memory isn't as good as it used to be. Let's get you warm and have a look at that leg." Ramke took Gina's soaking rags and covered her with a blanket as she sat at the fire. As the numbness of the chilled water began to leave her, it cruelly abandoned her to the intense agony of her leg. Until then, she had not dared to look at it. When she did, she felt from it rise at the sight of the deep gash, fish-white dead flesh, plump and swollen. Thick arterial blood bubbled up, splashing on the floor in streams. "Oh dear," said the old woman, returning to the fire. That must rather sting. You're lucky that I still remember a little of the old healing spells." Ramke seated herself on the floor and pressed her hand on either side of the wound. Gina felt a flare of pain, and then a cool soft pinching and prickle. When she looked down, Ramke was slowly sliding her wrinkled hands towards one another. At their approach, the lesion began to mend before her eyes, flesh binding and bruises fading. "Sweet Kennereth," Gina gasped. "You've saved my life." "Not only that, you won't have an ugly scar on your pretty leg," Ramke chuckled. "I had to use that spell so many times when Lady Hylia was little. You know, I was her nursemaid." "I know," Gina smiled, "but that was a long time ago, and you still remember the spell." "Oh, when you're learning everything, even the School of Restoration..." "Oh, when you're learning anything, even the School of Restoration, there's always a lot of study and mistakes. But once you're as old as I am, there's no longer any need to remember things. You just know. After all, I probably cast it 1,000 times before. Little Lady Yilda and the little Princess Talara. The little Princess Talara was always getting cut and bruised. Small wonders, the way they was always climbing all over the palace." It's odd how they say it, isn't it? And they seem to use a plural for Lady Talara, but a single a vows? No. I don't know. Things like was. Didn't Scythe. You must have loved Lady Yelia very much. I still do, Ronke beamed. But now she's all grown and things are different. You know, I didn't notice it before because you were all wet from the sea, but you look very much like my lady. Did I mention that before when we met at the festival? You did, said Gina. Or rather, I think you thought I looked like Princess Talara. Oh, it would have been so wonderful if you were the princess returned. It would be so wonderful if you were the princess returned, the old woman gasped. You know, when a former royal family was killed, and everyone said the princess was killed, though we never found a body, I think the real victim was Lady Yulia. Her little heart just broke, and for a while it looked like her mind did too. What do you mean? Asked Lina. What happened? I don't know if I should tell how strange it is, but it's fairly well known in Kalmar, but I really feel like I know you. Okay, struggled with her conscience and then released. Yulia saw the assassination, you see. I found her afterwards, hiding in the terrible blood-stained throne room, and she was like a little broken doll. She wouldn't speak, she wouldn't eat. I tried all my healing spells, but it was quite beyond my power. So much more than a scraped knee. Her father, who was then Duke of Aloyne, sent her to his sanitarium at the county to get well. That poor little girl, cried Gina. It took her years to be herself again, said Ronke, nodding. And, in truth, she never really returned altogether. You wonder why her father, when he was made king, didn't make her his heir? He thought that she was still not exactly right. In a way, as much as I would deny it, he's correct to think so. She remembered nothing. Nothing at all. Repressing bad memories. Do you think, Gina considered her words carefully, that she would be better if she knew that her cousin the princess, that she would be better if she knew that her cousin, the Princess Talara, was still alive and well? Okay, consider it. I think so, but maybe not. Sometimes it's better not to hope. Gina stood up, finding her leg to be as strong as it looked to be. Her gown had dried, and Ronke gave her a cloak, insisting she protect herself against the cold night air. At the door, Gina kissed the old woman's cheeks and thanked her, not only for the healing spell and for the cloak, but for everything else of kindness she had done. The road close to the house went north and south. To the left was the way back to Cologne, where the secret lay, to which she alone held the key. To the south was Daggerfall, her home for more than 20 years. She could return there, back to her profession on the streets, very easily. For a few seconds she considered her options, and then made her choice. She had not been walking for very long when a black carriage drawn by 3 horses bearing the imperial seal, together with 8 mounted horses, passed her. Before it rounded the wooded pass ahead, it stopped suddenly. She recognized one of the soldiers as Knabuth, Lord Trail's manservant. The door opened, and Lord Trail himself, the Emperor's ambassador, the man who had hired her and all the other women to entertain at court, stepped out. You, he frowned. You're one of the prostitutes, aren't you? You're the one who disappeared during the flower festival. Gina, am I right? All that's true, she smiled smallly, except my name. I've discovered it's not Gina. I don't care what it is, said Lord Trail. What are you doing on the South Road? I paid for you to stay and make the kingdom merry. If I went back to Camlorn, there are a great many who wouldn't be merry at all. Explain yourself, said Lord Trail. And so she did, and he listened. So she was Princess Talara, wasn't she? I really need to get the rest of that. So we have Gatmon and Gatmon's Death of Charm. Is there anything special about his? That's not really charming. Creatures and people up to level 4 will attack anything nearby for 60 seconds. That's pretty much anti-charming. That's a Fury Staff and a pretty bad one at that, but it's worth a bit of money. Although, is it worth a bit of money? No, it's only worth about 10 per... for its weight. You can keep this, buddy. Maybe another adventurer will make more use out of it. And yes, this is indeed pretty much how I play Skyrim. Because I don't pick up everything. That's just kind of not... well, that just isn't Dolph. I know, I have a stupid place. Blades. Ooh, Imstool. Yeah, I always get happy when I say Imstool, even though it's, well... it really isn't that good for Dolph. It's kind of a leftover from when I was playing Georgia, my alchemist. Because Imstool has the interesting characteristic of having both damage health and lingering damage health. Meaning that you can create the combination. A poison with the combination of the two, which is extremely deadly. Is there anything over here? No. Oh, there is a normal vine over here. And after that we are going to return to the road. And back to the road to Everstead. And yes, I'm very inconsistent with how I say Iverstead. I also have absolutely no plan on for how long I'll be streaming. I'm probably also going to upload this to... there was also something up there. I kind of want to see that. But yeah, this will probably be uploaded to YouTube as well, because, well, if I don't, this kind of feels very useless, because nobody actually watches my streams. So this will make its way to YouTube, so, well, I kind of feel like I'm getting somewhere. Castle around here, or some castle, something castle-ish. Another time. I have way too little space in my inventory to really go exploring. I would kind of like a little bit of a oh, sorry. You can't run. I'm on a horse. Okay. Apparently. You can run. Not fast enough though. Where did I punch the hole through the floor? I did, didn't I? Yeah, well. But yeah, I would kind of like a little bit of a... oh, this encounter. I'll drill. You need to go out and find the missing pit wolves before the next tournament. We lost too many during the last fights, and we won't be able to train new ones in time. Find them and bring them back to Crux Lane at once. Crux Lane. I could have... Have I not... Where is that? Yeah, Crux Lane Karen. Yeah, I knew I finished some Pit Wolf arenas. And, well, ever since I started basically comparing Skyrim and Fallout with each other, I've been looking more at some things that I would like to, well, I would kind of like to see added. And for the most part, there's not a lot I would really want to see added. I mean, better inventory UI is the main thing. But one other thing I would like is a stamina bar for horses when you're on one. I mean, I very much just want, just like the one we have in Elder Scrolls Online. And for some reason people really seem to hate Elder Scrolls Online, and I don't get why. I mean, is it the best Elder Scrolls game? No, but... well, Elder Scrolls Online definitely... oh yeah. Awesome job. But Elder Scrolls Online does have a nice soul of its own, and well,
It's
it is
wonderful to be able to sleep soundly, don't you think?
yes, it is. But it is just, well, it is a lot of fun to play with other people. I mean, I kind of only just play it with my little brother, but that's just a ton of fun. And well, these are just travel scenes for roads I've been on a ton of times already, so yeah. I mean, there's a reason these moments are generally cut out of a Let's Play, because they're not that interesting. Are you in combat with? No, I'm not. Okay, good. I have very little interest in being in combat with a bear. I mean, I know there, for a Let's Play there, you can just cut it out, and well, a good streamer would probably just cut, would probably use the fast travel option here, but I don't like the fast travel option. It makes the world just feel very small. What? Oh. There. Yeah, go attack Barbus. He's probably, well, he's probably the most toughest of us all, because he's quite literally a god. And yeah, convenient horses would also be very nice around here. I've been here before, and I was also carrying too much stuff in. Oh yeah, that place. I cleared that place already. That's where the where my most awesome moment comes from. Could somebody do something? Who said that? Oh, it's the Wandering Bard. Oh, you stupid horse. Yeah, that's also a thing. I mean, it's just way too bright in the when it's night, isn't it? I mean, that's not a problem. That's well, that's a problem that both Fallout and Skyrim have. Not a stupid. Don't you dare attack my horse! Oh. Did you just get my horse a disease? Oh. Spider behind you, dude. I also feel like if you want to go for really a horse, an on-horse combat here, well, the weapon you want to use is definitely an axe, because, well,
I've been enjoying this journey. Not for the wealth with it, but just being able to carry Mara's will to every corner of Skyrim.
and this is why Dolph really loves Arendelle. That sense of doing the right thing because it is the right thing to do. Don't kill my horse. I've gone through so many horses already in this playthrough. You really would not believe it. This area is really bad at keeping horses alive. I kind of would like to... Well, I always like to think up some names for my characters. I mean, especially Dolph. What name would really be fitting for him? I don't exactly know what name then. I mean, I could go for Dolph the Wolf of the Pale, or the Wolf of the North, or something like that. And no, this has nothing to do with the White Wolf, Geralt, because, well, one, I'm not the biggest fan of that series. I mean, it made for great Let's Plays, but to me it didn't make for great games to play. Let's have a look. We need to go... Yeah, we need to get that... We need to get spoon, and... That will be in...
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
No, I actually can't. I can brew you a stamina potion though.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
I'm looking for somebody's spoon. Not that ain't helping.
Now that our ghost has been unmasked, I hope we see more visitors in town than just the occasional pilgrim.
Oh, would be nice. Got any work?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Awesome. And I'd like a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Oh, kill a dragon.
I'll
Oh, that's very much up my alley. So, where's the dragon located? Oh! Oh, it's nearby. Yeah,
your
sure.
room. Right this way.
Yeah, I can take care of him tomorrow, can't I?
After running from
Let me know if there's anything else you
for
need.
years, until I
Oh.
was taken in by a priest of Mara who lived in Morthal.
We're having a night's sleep. Wilhelm, could you please get out of our room? I know we don't have a door, but it's one thing to not have a door. It's another thing to... Come on. Fine. Just don't try to assassinate me. You probably won't survive it. Because I have a lot of health and a lot of armor.
I think you should continue with your performances.
Be able to sleep soundly,
What's the
don't you
point?
think?
I'm not very good, and it's only for the same few people every night.
I think you played beautifully. It would be a shame if you stopped.
All right.
Oh. Okay. So what happened there is I tried to see what a button did, only to then find out that that button is apparently also my quick load button, which is always the most useless key I have. Alright. Quick load. Just... Why do we need a quick load button? I don't use quick load ever.
I think you should...
It's such a useless button. I mean... No, I can't think of any reason why I would want to use it. I mean, if you want to reload, but why would you want to
continue with your
reload?
performances.
What's the point?
Aranda,
I'm not
no.
very good, and it's only for the same few people every
We don't
night.
get many visitors.
Aranda.
Watch it.
Look, get out of my
It would be
way.
a shame if you stopped.
All right.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
I'm not bothering you, you're bothering me. I'm just looking for a spoon. Kind of feel like that I have too many quests active at the moment because, well, if I'm not mistaken, there's a maximum that can be displayed on the compass at one time, but oh no, there's a larger one over here. It is in the Fellstar farm. What?
Not for the wealth we've accumulated, but just being able to carry Mara's
Oh,
will every
there.
corner.
No.
What? Nah!
No attacking the city on my watch. And that's most of the time how I play golf.
Daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
I'm...
Get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
I need to...
Oh, you're a traveler. You must have so much to tell about the world outside this boring
Wilhelm
town.
said he saw you speaking to
I
one of
wish
the
I
Yeah.
could go with you.
7,000 steps.
You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here.
No, I'm here
Sure,
to...
leave. Everyone else
Well, it
does.
stops now, and that's fine.
I need to get into your house. This is very annoying. So I guess we'll have to use stealth. Which, as you can probably guess, I'm absolutely amazing at. Just nobody is looking at me. But everybody still knows I'm exactly where I am. Because I'm the least stealthy threat on the planet.
Otherwise, mind your business. I need you to pitch in a little more around here.
I do the chores. What else would you have me do?
Do I have a potion that will make me under the sea? Well, if I did, I probably sold it by now.
I know you're set for something on this town. For now, I'm gonna run your own route, so I need you to pitch in a little more. Yes, mother.
So, will I be able to get in here at some point, people? Will you let me? I mean, I am the Thane, so technically I can just go in here and say, no, I'm not allowed to get in here because I'm the Thane. Please. Fine. Yeah, I feared as much.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
I say I'm Thane and fuck off.
Oh, forgive me, Thane. I didn't realize it was you. We'll look the other way this time. But even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
I just need a bloody spoon. Do I need the power? Do I need to have the power of the Thane to get a bloody spoon?
Coming out of your ears?
No, they're rainbows. I have no idea what that was even supposed to mean, it's just that. Let's have a look. I need to go over here to kill ourselves. To kill us a dragon. Dolph is rather good at killing dragons. I mean, then again, most characters can get really good at killing dragons. But it's interesting how different characters can fight dragons. Because Dolph can fight dragons just head on. I mean, you've probably seen how I fight dragons. No, no. No, killing my horse allowed. I have some healing hands, don't I? I do. But yeah, Dolph can just stand right in front of a dragon and just kind of bash him, can block the bites and bash him in the face when he tries to shout at me. Georgia was just... Also, just had the poison stat where I just able to down a dragon with ease, and that was with the ultimate dragon combat overhaul and deadly dragons. And Adriana, well, she just had every tool you could need for the job of killing dragons. I mean, she was pretty tough, but also really fast because she wore no armor, because Adriana was my mage. And, well, that was also with Skyrim, so destruction was actually kind of powerful. Especially how she did it with some really fast charging spells. So it was just, I'm going to blast you entirely full of firebolts, or however it was called. And I'm going to have no trouble killing you with that. I kind of would like to see how Dolph would work with Skyrim, but... Well, this is in Skyrim Special Edition. Whereas... Marls. Did you not hear the rule about Marls? And I would like to see how Dolph would work with
Finding Mara was the greatest moment of my life. I'll never forget the warmth spread.
Yeah, I really would really like to see how Dolph works in Skyrim, because that made this combat a lot more difficult in many places, but at the same time, Dolph is a really strong combatant. Oh wait. Get over here. You're going to stand right in front of me. What's that? Now that's how you kill a dragon. First time the alignment on the head was correct for me. Oh, this music, it's awesome. So this place has already been cleared, so I already got the shout from here. This was in fact the place that got me to install the unofficial patch. Because it seemed the well, it fucks up pretty hard. Less mix elixir, yeah, that way you can just make the most overpowered weapons, can't you, with the combination of, well, all three of the apparently I probably already have that. Resist frost. I do not need hide boots of resisting frost. Yes, I don't have the time to run down, but I do have the time to find the shout so I can just drop down. Although I should be good, I have the perks that would allow me to drop longer distances in heavy armor. However that works. Well, I try to think, would that work? I mean, it is padded, but not a lot under your feet, so you would just still break your feet. Oh, do I have... I don't think I have an enchantment yet. I mean, it's not really something an enchantment Dolph needs, because he's already pretty good at blocking. But yeah, that's kind of a... Alright, so... where do we go next? We go... up the mountain. Oh, no. Could we go via there? No, I don't think so. No, that one ends around here and in a very steep drop. We'll go over here and... I do want to fight the Guardian Mudcrab. And I mainly want to fight that because, well, I've never been able... it's the first time I came across that quest. And it's just amazing that after an easily... oh, I'm fairly sure over 3,000 hours of playing Skyrim, I never found that quest. 3,000 hours in, and I still find new things to do. That's why I love Skyrim so much. Well, it's one of the reasons I love Skyrim so much. I guess we are going to try and go this way. I mean, I also love it because I can make interesting characters. Because, well, Dolph is a really interesting character. He started out as just this guy. It's just I need to play this game. Then he took some influence from Drop in the second season of Oh Boy Dragon. He took some influence from Drop from the second season of Dice Funk, which by the way is a great podcast. Go listen to it, D&D podcast. Get over here. Fine, I thought I'd fight you down there alongside skeletons. You know why? Because I'm fucking awesome. Get over here. Fucking higher. Come on, get over here. Too far away. Alright, then we will fight. Hello there. I have an arrow. I don't have an arrow then. Nope. Where are you going, you stupid dragon? Any more fun to be up there? And yes, I've also been here before, so... You can go that way. I do not have stamina. Behind you. Okay. Hey, guess who's gone back healthy? Oh, no there. I know that freezing fire didn't really work out, but just biting me 2 times also really isn't working. Generally fighting me isn't really working. Oh yeah, there were guys over there. Let's not get challenged off the mountain. That does not sound healthy. Well, challenging them down the mountain did help for me. I could go down this path, but, well...
I've never admitted this before, but I've killed more than I care to admit.
I can go down there, but then I won't have my horse with me, because I don't have convenient horses, so they won't follow me, and I have no way of summoning them that isn't fast traveling. Yeah. Thought there would be loaded somewhere up here. Heal other. Oh, this is a... this is the fast heal version. Oh yeah, there's also a cool story to find up here. If you're like me and like to sometimes read some of the books in Skyrim, that's a fun one to read. Now, to get back to my horse... Oh, no, Jason. Am I the only one that always wants to... Hello there, you. What you can have is a... I always want to know what song exactly is playing. I mean, at this point, if I'm going to create any type of mod, it will be a mod that just kind of gives a quick little heads up, I don't know, somewhere in the top left or top right corner, that displays what song it is, although... No, I think I'll probably have to wait for SKSE to come out before I can do that, can't I? Couldn't I? I mean, SKSE is out, but I don't know what they're gonna call it. SKSE 2 or SKSE SE or whatever. I mean, I do love that as well. Just... what's Skyrim Special Edition called? Not SKSE, no, SSE. Because SKSE was already taken and... Well, Skyrim might be... Bethesda might be the ones making the games. They are not going to win the battle over the term SKSE. Well, that's 2 more Dragon Souls, which... Well, I right now have a fair number of those, but I don't know when I'll come across some that I really want to have. Those storm calls. A shout to the skies, a cry to the clouds. That awakens the destructive falls of Skyrim's lightning. Meh. The voice soothes wild beasts who lose their desire to fight or flee. I mean, kind of interesting if you just want to travel around, but dismay. The weak shall fear the foam and flee in terror. Sounds cool, but a shout for help from the beast in the wild who come to fight in your defense. Maybe interesting once I lose Barbas, but right now I really do not need more animal friends. I really just want to get rid of my animal friends. And at the same time I do also have a conjuration spell slotted in somewhere, but well, it's not very heavily used because I'm not a big spellcaster. Do I have stuff to sell? That's the wrong one. Do I have armor and stuff to sell? Not really. Mainly just a lot of arrows. No, not really anything to sell. I might throw in a little break during the stream. I really would like some, well, if I did this more I would get some more fancy program than just the than Shadow Play. So that I could just do, no, we're on a break, but I'm not offline and the stream is going to be going, and well, then I could also start on that screen. So are the friends here alive? Well, Alchemist Shack is still looted. Oh. There we go. So I can throw in a break screen or we'll start stream screen, but well, at the moment I so rarely stream because, well, for one, I seem to get even less viewers while streaming than I get when making a video. I never noticed these 2 pillars here before. Was there once a very big, well, gate here? I mean, it would be easy to defend because you don't need to exactly build an entire wall. just build some kind of blockade here and they can't easily get through. Because, I mean, you could easily defend the rift from here. Because if you want to attack the rift from here from, for instance, Valkyrie, then you first have to travel past the mountains, which would of course be very cold, and a tough road to get a lot of equipment past. And then here you're very bottlenecked after having to track through the mountains, and if you then get fought off here, well, the only way back is once again through the mountains. And yes, you're watching a very strange person stream, so you'll get strange discussions like these. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Alright, good. I also really miss my the mod that gets me to be in first person while on a horse. I mean, I'm not saying it always works perfectly, or at least well, some things aren't made very well for first person, which is probably why they won't let you be in first person on a horse. Especially firing a bow is really strange. But well, just traveling around on a horse is just so much nicer in first person. And I miss so many mods. I kind of want to well, I kind of want to grab all the footage that I need for my Skyrim vs Fallout series. And then just start installing some mods like Frostfall and... Well, after I talked about the technical stuff in Skyrim and Fallout, I'll make a little straw poll talking about if people would be okay with me installing some just mods like the LFX, which is just... To me, that is one of those mods that I need to play. It's a huge lighting overhaul that makes just everything look so damn pretty. So, we are going... yeah, I'm going that way, but we'll make a little stop at Valkyrie and... okay. Normally you can't do this from horseback, I think. Oh. Well, that's annoying. Kind of have a feeling this would be like when you're taking a... No. I always forget how much of a bloody badass Dolph is. Because he'll just run past. I mean, I had once had one amazing streak of kills going on. First, just one guy was blocking and I hit him while he was blocking and he immediately died. Then a guy I first bashed in the face once. I bashed him in the face once. Oh, come on. Very annoying, you know that? Oi! What did I say?
Just a scratch.
How's this for a scratch? But yeah, I had that kill animation on a guy. I mean, first I blocked an attack from him and then I did that finishing animation. So all it took to kill that guy were 3 bashes with a shield. And then I don't know what I did with the last one. Is there supposed to be a guy up here, or? I guess not everything. Not everything reset it yet. Those other two will follow soon enough. Alright, down the mountains we go. And yeah, I'll have a little break in Falkreath to... Well, both for me to just drink a bit and maybe eat something, I don't know. Just strange hour to eat, but then again, I have only strange... What? Oh.
Go ahead, try and fight back.
Alright. This is me trying to fight back. How am I doing? Too late. Because if I hit you with an axe, you will bleed to death. And now I'm going to do some healing hand before my horse dies, which would be really bad. Because that would be horse number 4 dead.
I always felt a great deal of guilt for the Nightcaller Temple. Leaving my friends to die. I'll never forgive myself.
But yeah, once I get to town, I'll just I'll sell some stuff, I'll disenchant some stuff, and just generally stuff like that. I'll have a little piss break as well. Who are you? You look familiar, but I can't place you. No, you don't look familiar.
Oh, did you need something?
Hello?
I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet. He'll think my taste's so refined when I offer them to him. You have heard of the gourmet?
Yeah, and I kinda know a bit about him.
Then you know that gourmet keeps his identity a secret. I'm hoping to discover who he is so I can tell him how he changed my life. For all I know, the gourmet is a woman. You know, I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now.
Why would it be surprising if the gourmet was a woman? The gourmet. What, who, where, why?
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
You shouldn't talk to me like that.
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?
Back off. Now.
I don't have to take that from you.
Well, then you have to take in my axe. No, 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 horse, horse, what are you doing? Stupid psychotic horse, where are you? Don't tell me you died. Horse, oh, there you are. You stupid animal. These two have returned. Stop that. Stop it. Tell me what? What? You can't start with that and then not continue. What did I pick up? Did I pick up some daft weapon? Probably picked up something really daft and it's... Oh, maybe I picked up a hide that was just too much for me to also carry. Erender. You still have some space left, I know that much. No. To hell with that. I'm almost to town, I can just... I'm not planning on getting in anymore. Do not throw that on me, please. Why is there a pot in that? Because horses and campaigns are very good at killing you by just running into those. Which is unpleasant. I have some interesting memories of that place, but... Well, those are thanks to a mod. Interesting NPCs. If you have interesting NPCs installed, go to that place. It can lead to an interesting quest line. I might have spoiled that to some of you, but well... Don't want to say too much more, but... I haven't really spoiled anything yet. But here we are in Fall Creek. So, well, we'll be back in a bit. Oh, sorry, that's a lot of guards. We'll be back in a bit with a bit more loot on us, and hopefully a bit more money, and a bit more drink in me. See you in, I don't know, a bit. And here we are again. So, sold some stuff and calendar is completely full now. So, well, I guess we can continue. And I'll be continuing as far as... And yeah, this is pretty much how Dolph normally walks through town. Just fine clothes, because, well, he does have the money for that, but, well, definitely still in his heavy boots, because, well, you can't completely get the warrior out of a, well, a warrior. So, let's continue. And we'll just be... Well, we'll make it to Whiterun, but first we'll go past here to kill a bandit leader. Locate Valdir's hunting party. Kill another bandit leader. And defeat a mud crab and get a book. And then I've been streaming for a long time, and so far, not a single viewer. But hey, maybe it will do better on YouTube as a very... I mean, I don't know if this would really work as a... if people would be more interested in watching it, because then it's suddenly a, I don't know how long video. I mean, the main point of streaming is, well, one of the main points of streaming for most normal people, except Total Biscuit, the main point of streaming is interaction with the with people watching. And that's also kind of why, well, I don't often do it, because people don't watch my streams, so there's generally no reason to stream instead of just making a YouTube video. And the YouTube video comes with the, has many of its own pros, like you can edit things later if things aren't turning out well. Yes, I know, I'm taking the flowers off the graves of people. They are long dead, it really should not matter. Yet apparently it does matter to me, because otherwise I wouldn't have talked about it. Ooh, that's fun to see always, isn't it? A battalion of what they're called, Falmor. Let's have a look. Plain vitality sounds nice. Oi! Oi 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 oi! Oi, you!
You're interfering with official Tholmor business.
What's wrong with worshipping Talos?
It's immoral to worship a man, and it's also illegal. A faithful Imperial citizen would know that. Perhaps there's something you wish to confess.
I can worship whoever I want.
Incorrect. You can worship whatever gods you like, but Talos is a man. Only a heretic would think otherwise. And so you will die a heretic's death.
You far overestimated how strong you were. You had no loot at all. That's fine. Where's the rest of your battalion? I want to cut them down as well. It's going to take me more time to find the rest of your battalion than it's going to take me.
You're interfering with official Tholmor. I am a Tholmor Justiciar on important business that you are interfering with.
Good. What are you doing in Skyrim?
We're making sure your Emperor wasn't lying to his elven masters when he agreed the Empire would give up false gods and foolish beliefs. Now, go away.
No.
Move along.
Do elf farmer have such high opinion of themselves?
That we are superior to men is an established fact. For example, take this belief in Talos, the ninth divine. Ha! Certainly you don't believe such things. Or perhaps there's something you'd like to confess. I don't like you. I think you're a heretic. And so you will die a heretic's death.
Fine, show your superiority to me. Yeah, very nice. You can summon an astronaut. Stand still. Coward. You're trying to summon a frost atronach against me. That's rather daft, isn't it? Yes, you are superior to man. It's an established fact. That's the reason you could not even touch me. I think I'll have to be reminded that they are superior to me. Because apparently I didn't get the memo. Where's the bloody... Oi! Oi oi oi! That was a very large black dragon.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, our job has a lot to do with large black dragons. Then I'm going to shut off my microphone now because I just want to record this silently for maybe one of my Skyrim vs Fallout series. So, back in a bit. Apparently if I want to do that, I'll have to, no. Fuck it. It's going to be silent for a little bit. And that's why you don't fuck with Dolph. And yeah, I just kind of wanted that to be, well, voiceless, so I could just... So I had it recorded, so I can use it for one of my videos, because this might be important for my main quest video. Although I don't know if my main quest video will also... I mean, it definitely won't touch only on the main quest. It will also touch on side quests that just have... that kind of relate to the main quest. Because one thing I want to talk about is... well, Fallout's main premise. Well, how both games kind of have a mystery in them. Skyrim has the mystery of how and why dragons are coming back, and Fallout has the mystery of, well, the entire Institute. And I want to talk about how, well, mainly the Institute really doesn't work. But not just why the Institute doesn't work, but why Skyrim does work. A smaller...
Hello? You! Over here, please, I need help!
Hello?
Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
Who are you?
Name's Valder. I hunt out of Falkreath. We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans. Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. I may have lost a drop or 2 of blood. Truth is, I'm not going anywhere like this. Hurts to breathe.
I have a spell that would work.
Thank you. Please hurry.
I might not be a... I'm not a huge healer, but... Okay. Can I really only do one of them? Or was I out of magic for some reason? No idea where all that mana went. I should be able to... I have enough. No, I just don't have enough mana to do that.
Much better. Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
Understand. Let's fight them.
You'd do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Lead on, I suppose.
Dolph is... Well, he doesn't fear death. He'll just do the right thing without really... Without really caring if he would make it out alive or not. Yeah, those things definitely won't last very long against us. I mean, we have one guy with an axe and another guy with flames, so yeah, we really should be good for here. We have a bear. That's wrong. That's the one I want to have in my hands. They simply can't even touch me. Oh, there's also a really cool quest. That's another interesting NPCs thing does. And yeah, this stream has kind of turned into my... It's kind of turned into my... oh, hello. Oh, matron. Doing this without Arno would have been pretty hard. But yeah, this... oh, just there. But yeah, this really has kind of turned into my... oh, it was a breathing. With iron boots so you can sink to the bottom, I guess. And... ooh, Ring of Waning Magic. That might actually be better than my Ring of Slightly More Health. Because that's the one thing I don't have at the moment still. And I have something that is buffing my stamina, which is... I generally don't like those type of buffs. The type of buffs that... Blessing of Kinnereth. Alright, so I'm kind of having a... Well, I want to have... for every 3 of these, I want to have 2 of these and 1 of these. That's kind of the balance I'm going for. I need 4 more skills in... 4 more levels in heavy armor for conditioning, so I can really start taking some more stuff with me, because I kind of also want to carry a battle axe with me. I really want a block runner, and for that I need 5 more points. And of course, hack and slash 3 sounds very interesting. But the main thing is, I want dragon smithing. And of course I also want enchanting, and maybe some more perks in restoration. Don't know exactly what I want in that yet. Well, I want respite. And apparently there's something on the bottom of the lake here. Or there might be something. Yes, there is something at the bottom of the lake. It's just not all that interesting. It's not a sleeping lady. And the people who understand that reference have yes, there we have news. But yeah, the people who understand that reference have definitely used interesting NPCs. What's his name? Thought he went in here with us, but maybe not. Maybe he's still outside. That's possible. Where's Val? He didn't die in here, did he? That would be unfortunate. I do have a shout that could help with that, do I not? Or a whisper, yes I do.
Lost!
There he is.
It's done then. Justice, if you could call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
Thank you. So, Veld's lucky dagger. 25% chance of a critical hit. That might be very good, but I don't exactly know. Just kind of sad that daggers aren't all that good on their own. Would be cool if there was kind of a dagger skill, but... well, I wouldn't really know what that would be then. And we have a nice little shack there, and after that... we have the bandit camp that we need to clear out. Hunter's Rest. Oh, sorry, I completely missed.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
That's good.
All right then.
So then, let's go storm ourselves a bandit camp. I miss Norvine right outside the cave, didn't I? Hello.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Yes, you have yourself a hero. A hero who has literally no problem. That bandit fuck. A hero who has literally no problem beating the living snot out of you. Answers in lockpicking. Oh cool, another level. Alright, let's go for a bit more stamina. Now I have 3 perks. I really can't use them for anything at the moment. I mean, I can improve how much... I can improve the effectiveness of blocking or the effectiveness of armor, but I really don't need that at all at the moment. I'm just kind of at that point where I wait for skills to... my skills to progress to a level where I can improve them. Since height, volume 7. There was also something below this. I'll probably have to show how great I can be at lockpicking. I can always manage to surprise myself with that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that I'm great at lockpicking, but for some reason I have done it so many times that I just kind of I've just learned how I can get to the right point in no time. I left my horse somewhere. Great, guess we're traveling on foot from now on. Alright, so mine over there. Let's place a map marker there. That's that way I know where I need to be heading. And right now it's then really useful that I took a little bit extra of stamina, because now I can just sprint that little bit further. Bird's nest. I know a lot of birds that have their nest on the ground. Okay, there. Alright then. Here's one thing that most people have probably never realized. There actually isn't a
Don't know
Daedric...
what persuaded you to assist me when we met in Dawnstar, but I'm glad you did.
There actually isn't a heavy... no, not heavy. There isn't a war axe Daedric item. I mean, there are two-handed axes, but not the... not these type of axes. I mean, I don't know if it was something they kind of forgot about, or... I don't know. What was that? That was a very big Nord coming into your...
In this little game.
Oh, you're not going to give me any trouble, are you? Oh yeah, this place, that's really built upwards. You know, if you would have been an archer, you could do a lot right here.
Lost!
Run out. Nice shot there, under. You're shouting at a horse. And yeah, Erendor will... well, he'll throw a couple of spells, but apparently he has very little actual magicka. So he will only throw a couple of them, and then he's out. I mean, I can probably make some gear that improves his magicka, but I do kind of like his balance of, first I'll throw a couple shouts at you, on the shouts, first I'll throw a couple spells at you, and then I'll run in there with my very large sword that I gave him. I do think that his sword looks really cool. Yeah, I'm just looting the place first, and now we'll go into the mine. And I'm still very familiar with this place. For some reason, well, I just remember it. Which is half a miracle, because, well, everybody knows how well my memory is. The lay on the stream is kind of silly. Let's mine once we are done.
Never should have come here. Not quite just enough.
Talking about lucky. Alright, now that's done, and well, he wore some good armor. Oh, hooray! More smithing levels.
Know nothing of pity or mercy. No need to show them any either.
I agree. I mean, I kind of like the idea of Dolph just being so very powerful that he'll just, I don't know, when a bandit charges at him, he grabs the sword because, well, he has stupidly strong armor, so he just grabs it mid-swing, then works the bandit to the ground and just takes him into custody. But, well, doesn't really look like bandits will change their ways, does it? A lot of more alchemy in there. Kind of sad that I don't really use it. Because Dolph is really a very naughty Nord. I mean, he's not anti other races, but he definitely will just wear Nord armor. Just Orcish armor and Dwemer armor and all that kind of stuff is not really his style. I mean, if it was, that would also be the reason why he... I mean, I might go both ways on the smithing tree later on. But that's also why he took the left route to advanced armors and then to dragon smithing. That's also something I do want to talk about, how many perk points you can get, because, well, it's kind of panicky to me at times, because you just have you don't have a limited number of them, but you only have so much. Now I'm carrying too much. You were also completely overloaded, weren't you? Let's have a look. Can we drop anything? No, I do not want to drop that dagger. Anything in here that's not really worth a lot of money. No, that's worth quite a lot. Ring of health. I want to keep that. That's kind of the problem for me always. Just, there are so many things I want to keep. Elixir of water. Oh, that's worth a lot of money as well. And that's worth a lot of money. And we'll have a little bit of a feast in here. Anything of these I need to taste? Dwarven oil. Delicious. Fire salts, I need those. Anything else? No, the rest we all know. Any books? Do we have a brief history of the Empire? I have all 4 parts of that already. Oh, this is an unfortunate one. Volume 19 becomes 4. Comes 4 volume 2 because, well, 2 is a higher number than 1. I already have that one. Don't want to throw those out. Ethereum Walls, definitely have that one. What did I throw out that was so heavy? Wolf Queen. I have some things with the Wolf Queen, but I don't know which ones. Anything else? And I know that oh, shovel! I need to throw out a shovel. That's the thing I picked up a long time ago. That's the wrong thing. Because there are more veins here to be mined. Weren't there? Yep. One more over here. No, I will not leave these behind, because I know that I probably won't use them. But you know that if I leave them behind, then I'll need them. And I can't have that. And hooray, I can still move. Alright. Then we are off to defeat the Guardian Mudcrab. Great, I have to make 2 different cuts in this video. Well, I have to take 2 pieces of this video. There we go. Alright, now we go to defeat the Guardian Mudcrab. No, we do not need to go to there. We need to go the exact opposite way. And there's... I mean, I'm not going to go to the fort because, well, I'm already overloaded and I'm... well, I'm half wrapping up this stream because I've been streaming for a long time now. And I think that once I'm done with the stream, I'll probably start making dinner and record a bit more in the last couple of days that I'll really be able to just record a lot. You guys having fun beating a wolf? That's great. And that is a... looks like, I guess, necromancy cave. We'll have to deal with that another time. And that's a nice fort. It looks good. Oh, that's the... that's an old orc. Oh, no, it's not. It's a bandit thug. Too bad, buddy. You might have been able to kill, to save tooth tigers, or however they are exactly called, but you were not able to also kill us. I thought there was a dragon flying around this somewhere, but could have just been some dirt on my screen. Just missed that one. Denton fire, yes, I want to take that with me. And if I missed any loot, I do not want to know, because, well, I couldn't carry it anyway, so it would have just broken my heart. And the Guardian Mudcrab is some... could it be over there, that little pool? No. It's much more that way-ish. Ooh, but there is an Nurnberg over there, and I need that. Alright, and we are getting close again, which also means that I'll be shutting up for a bit. Because I want to be able to use this clip just for the Skyrim vs Fallout series. Oh, that was scary for a moment, as that thing was stupidly big, but not at all complicated to beat. I mean, I don't expect a... I don't expect mudcrabs to exactly put up a big fight, but you know, something. Wasn't this a place that had twin secrets on it as well? Could have sworn. No, that's... Oh yeah, that's right there on that collapsed thingy. If I'm not horribly mistaken, which I might be. Let's have a look. I mean, right now it's just, I want to check if I was correct. And the Shrine of Zenithar. And I now once again have too much stuff. The bear belt's always very heavy. And I really do not need that many pelts. So that cave over there. No, close. I'm fine with not taking the height of them, but I do need all the ores, especially corundum. Corundum is pretty rare and you need it to make steel. Alright, there goes another bear belt. Let's hope we don't find a ton of loot. Oh, there's a dragon up there. Need to take care of that. But yeah, one mod I definitely also want to install once I'm done with the Skyrim vs. Fallout part of this Let's Play is install, well, probably install Deadly Dragons, but probably install something that has
picked a bad time to get lost.
Something that allows you to turn Dragon Souls into perks, because I always think that is a really good way of measuring it, because well, you need a lot of Dragon Souls is kind of a okay. No, not even close. If you want to see my best, I need to also need to do that. Because now I can also see, and I'm just that little bit tougher.
I've never heard this before.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Piss off. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to officially complain? Yes, you did. Ow. This is not. Apparently Aaron found himself another little friend. Sorry that you had to deal with that alone. Jesus Christ, there are a lot of dudes here. Let's have a look. 25 something. I don't care. Yeah, you don't want to attack me with fire. Olaf and the Dragon, I don't think I have that one. Which now of course means that I am carrying too much once again. Christ. It's not like I already had Olaf and the Dragon on me, did I? No. Here. You can have a bad health in return. No hides. No, I'm dropping hides all the time. I do not need to pick up more hides. Alright, so... That's another book, isn't it? Well... Wish I had my horse with me, because then I could just... Well, pick everything I want once I'm outside of this cave, and... Oh no. Ow. Always annoying when the kill cam doesn't quite go through. Of course I do much prefer that over the kill cams in Fallout 4, which, well, are only if you use VATS, and even then are, well, just most of the time dull, and
I've never admitted this before.
rarely happen even when you use something that really works really well for it, like just punching people.
I've killed more than I care to admit.
I mean, maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow of Fallout 4. Then people can compare how different I play those games. More iron ore. I literally won't be able to walk again. Oh, cool. A new video of Gopher. I know what I'll be watching once I'm done with this stream. And yes, I know, I'm advertising somebody else. Well, yeah, I'm doing that. I mean, this is just a hobby for me, so if I make people that watch me, if I make them go, oh, that guy is actually a lot funnier than he is, well, good. You found even better entertainment. Sounds like a pro to me. I mean, these are the times that... Well, this is really the moment that I want ELFX, because walking towards Whiterun, especially at night, well, I mean, it looks really cool, but ELFX for the nights you also need another mod, but for that I generally take a very simple mod that just makes the nights a lot darker, or just removes all the ambient light from the night. And then use ELFX for the lighting. And then walking towards Whiterun then just looks so good. More veins. Christ, how many of these are there? I had no idea this was here. I just went towards the direction I thought Whiterun was. Generally in the area. And then I keep finding these bloody more veins. And yes, I know, I keep changing how I say that. And, well, I dropped all my heights now. maybe time I dropped. What can I drop still? Other strips? Well, that's absolutely nothing. Legend of Ariel. I have the Legend of Ariel. I know that much. Madman of the Reach. I keep finding that one also all over the place. And Mixed Unit Tactics. I know I have that one as well. Yeah, trying to remember what books you actually have. I mean, this site is so amazing when with ELFX, because all the lights in Whiterun are then lit up, which just looks great. So no, not over and out. How to save. So yeah, I'll just make a save here so I can load back to this when I do have the proper lighting mods installed, so I can make an awesome screenshot. Because in my latest episode of Skyrim vs. Fallout, I also have a walk from this castle to Whiterun, in one of the ending shots, which was basically just a copy of one of Grover's shots that he almost always had in his Skyrim mod sanctuary. But well, he doesn't really have God, what's it called? He doesn't own the right to walking in a video talking about Skyrim.
Back off.
That's close enough.
Is this place repopulated? Oi! Walking is my thing now. Well, then I will be very difficult to run. I didn't consume a heart. I'm fairly sure that last time I was here I did shoot. Yeah, that's fair. Almost healthy. Hello! I'm behind you.
Finding Mara was the greatest moment of my life. I'll never forget the warmth that spread through my heart.
Well, I definitely won't be walking through this place looking for loot, because I literally can't carry it. What do you... Oh, that's the horned helmet. Yeah, they have big horns.
What? Ah!
But yeah, this is such an awesome shot to have. Just imagine all those lights in the Dragon Tree spinning, all the windows being lit. That just looks so awesome, with just a black night sky and then bright stars everywhere. Oh, it's so good. Oh.
What? Ah!
Silver hand.
Finish this.
Silver hand. What on earth is the silver hand doing here? Alright, so that's not good. What on earth was one silver hand doing attacking the western watchtower?
What? Ah!
Yeah, these are just so cool shots when everything is just nicely lit up. When just those fireplaces are the only places with any real light, and much redder. Redder? much more of the color red light. It's just, oh, it looks so good. Well, we made it from... God, where was it? We made it from Riften all the way over here to Whiterun via these roads. I forgot to pick up the book. I forgot to pick up the damned book. God damn it. Well, maybe I'll do another stream, maybe again of Skyrim, maybe again of Fallout, maybe of some other game. Let me know if you like this. And yeah, I know I'm saying this to no one in the stream because my stream is literally unwatched. But let me know in on YouTube because I want to know. Because if people do enjoy this, then I might do it some more because it's kind of fun, although it takes a lot of time. I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Let me know if you enjoyed it. This has been Phoenix, saying farewell.